Hey guys, welcome to Drop Time, the self-proclaimed #1 podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases. We're your hosts with the most.
This is Jamal.
This is Luis. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at _droptime and also on Instagram at _droptime.
Today is November 9th. Let's give you a quick rundown on what is coming up this following week. It's going to be a very busy week finally. So Sunday, we didn't see anything. Monday, same thing, we didn't see anything. On Tuesday, the 10th, we will see the Nike Dunk Low Veneers. We will also see the Levi's by New Balance 327 in a gray denim, indigo denim, and a light wash denim colorway. We will also see the official release of the Xbox Series S and X. And then following on Wednesday the 11th, we will see the women's Air Jordan 6 single days. We will also see the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the fade colorway. And finally, on Wednesday the 11th, we will see the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro in the Atmos colorway. Then following on Thursday the 12th, we will see Supreme Week 12. We will also see the Nike Air Max 1 Strawberry Lemonade. We will then see the Air Jordan 5 What The for the US release. And the 12th is the official release date of the PlayStation 5. And then following on Friday the 13th, we will see the Nike Dunk High Platinum. We will also see the Sacai VaporWaffle in the fuchsia and the black and white colorways. And then to finish off this busy week, we will see on Saturday the 14th, the Air Jordan 1 High OG Navy Co. JP colorway for the US release. But let's give you a quick rundown of what we saw in the previous week. So on Sunday the 1st, nothing. Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, also nothing. Yeah, last week was a pretty slow week, as you can tell. But then on Thursday, we saw Supreme Week 11. Luis, do you know what happened on Supreme Week 11? I can't even say I remember.
There was a collab.
If you remember, there's a collab.
Yeah, there
was a collab. Wait, were the shoes last week? Were the white Air Maxes?
Yeah, the white Air Maxes, and there's what's the Japanese? Toshio's Sacai collab, which didn't do numbers. Last week was pretty much.
As you can tell, Supreme is, I don't know, in my opinion, is kind of dying out.
The season is dying out, and we're gonna talk about how the brand might be dying out. So stay tuned to that later in the podcast. If you haven't heard, now you've heard. But that's pretty much it. Last week it was pretty much like we could just stop talking about Supreme right now.
So then also on Thursday we saw the Shoe Palace by New Balance 997S. There was two different colorways. It was a teal great white and then a black great white colorway. The retail on those was $160. Are these current resale numbers $170, Luis?
Yeah, that's current.
That's it? I thought they were gonna go for more. Well, I guess
that's it.
I guess Shoe Palace doesn't have as much of demand as Bodega does, because those are pretty much bricks. I mean, I don't know. Did you even go for these? I didn't go for anything last week. I was traveling, as everybody probably knows from listening to the last podcast. So I didn't go for anything. Did you?
I went for the hell did I go for? I went for the What Does. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
No, that's all I went. Yeah, I didn't go for these.
Okay, so we'll move on, and you can let us know what happened on Friday the 6th. Then I guess.
Yeah, so on Friday the 6th, we had the Jaden Smith New Balance Vision Racer in the sunflower yellow colorway. And the what? Huh?
What?
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much raffles and whatnot. It came out on New Balance foot sites and everything. Current retail is $150. Current retail is $174. So it's kind of like a trend. The Vision Racers
bricked, but they're getting on their way there, I guess.
Yeah, they are kind of breaking. So if you were on the Vision Racer train in the beginning and you were flipping them for some good money, well, I think it's time you start getting off the train. But so on Friday, we also had the Sacai Nike VaporWafle Royal Fuchsia come out. Retail is $180. Resale is $486 to $500. So pretty good resale on that shoe. Pretty hard to get. So if you did get it, congratulations to yourself and to everybody around you, because they probably played a very important part in you getting that shoe. Well, that also came out in the black and white colorway. Retail, same thing, $180. Resale is currently $482 to $530. So overall, Friday was a pretty strong day because of VaporWaffles. They made it
pretty good.
Yeah, did you go for the Jamal? Or actually, yeah, you said you didn't go for anything because
I didn't go for those because that was EU release. The US release is this week.
Yeah, well.
So this week I'll go for them.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, like we've talked about before, entering on sneakers is the easiest thing in the world you can do. It takes you maybe 5-10 seconds. If you're not at least doing that, I don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah, if you're not doing that, just hit unfollow.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, I'll take the unfollow if you're not even entering on sneakers. That's just like, I don't know what you're doing if you're trying to act like you are in this game. You at least have to enter on sneakers. I mean, that's like the minimum you can do.
Exactly. So on Friday, we also had the Air Jordan 12 Retro Black Concord in the EU. Retail 190, resale 215, 230. That was on the sneakers. So if you got these, well, good luck. You got yourself a nice personal. But if you got these to flip, then damn, it's
Then
gonna be
you
a
probably
tough
at least
one.
got your money back, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
it's
about
kind
it.
of a tough one. And we did talk about this, how this was not going to be a flip. But if you're looking for a good personal, you're a big fan of the 12s, then good luck to you. Congratulations to you if you got them. And if you didn't, well, tough luck. So what happened on Saturday, Jamal? Anything crazy come out? Anything
So
exciting?
to finish off the week, we saw the Air Jordan 5 Retro What The. So this was Asia European release. We'll see the US release this week. But retail on them was 220. Resale, I mean, like I expected, it's sitting around like 240 at most. You'll get is like 280. That 300 number doesn't really exist on these anymore. That it was pre-selling for, but I don't know. I mean, it's a Jordan 5. To me personally, I'm not sure about you, Luis, but to me personally, what the colorways are kind of played out. I mean, they were nice like 4 years ago, but
Wait, what?
What the colorways? Because they've
Wait,
done them
what?
for other shoes.
What?
Good one. Good one. No, like they've done them for other shoes, and they were cool like back in the day. But I don't know. I don't really. I think it's just it's
Yeah, you
you
can't
can't.
look
It's
at
too
them now,
early, you
and
can't bring them now. I
no,
just
but you
think
look at
it's
them
like it's
now,
not something
and
to retro.
you look at them now, and it's really like what the, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess at least it matches its name.
yeah, it's kind of weird. It's pretty different. It's not something that floats my boat. But
But
at the end
if
of
you
the
still
day,
want them, you'll have another chance in the U.S. So, I mean, there's people that want. There's obviously demand. If they're still holding up some resale, there's obviously demand. It's just Jordan 5 is a very expensive shoe. I mean, like a Yeezy, where we've accepted that they're 220, so it's understandable. But a Jordan 5 didn't used to be 220. It used to be, I think they were 180 back in the day or 160. So it's very expensive now.
yeah. But that's pretty much it for last week. On this week, we're gonna have well, on Sunday the 8th, we had nothing. On Monday, we had nothing. But on Tuesday, aka tomorrow, the 10th, we have a lot of things coming out. So give it to us, Jamal. What do we got coming out?
So first thing we will see is the Nike Dunk Low Veneers. So this is a good colorway. Retail is 100 like any other Dunk. Resale right now is sitting 250, 300. Honestly, I won't be surprised if this resale stays because for some reason Nike treating these like a SB that they're making everybody do raffles, or everybody just decided to do raffles because there's pretty much no drops online. It's kind of sneakers is your only and best bet.
But have you looked at it, man? Like, just look at it, and then you're gonna understand why they're doing the raffles, man. This shoe's crazy, bro.
I don't know. I personally would not be able to pull this off. I mean, it's a good color, but it's very different than any other Dunk I've seen any recent times. So it's good, but I'm not sure I could pull this off.
Bro, this is crazy. This is like the best dunk I've seen ever.
This is the best Dunk you've seen ever.
I really like the colorways, man. It
But
kind of
this
reminds
is-
me of like a
But
teddy bear.
that's a very bold statement. This is the best Dunk you've seen ever.
You know, have you seen that dunk? I think it's a SB dunk that has like pink like fur inside.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Okay, but I'm just if this is, I mean, it's your opinion, so by all means, if this is the best you've ever seen, that's the best you've ever seen. I'm just wondering, is this actually the best you've ever seen?
Nah, I like the other ones with the pink
Okay.
inside. Those are cooler. Every single time I go to Flight Club,
That was quick to change your opinion. Come on.
Flight Club, and I just stand and I look at the shoe. I'm like, if I had a lot of money and I was rich,
Okay, so
I would
get
buy
a
this
bunch of
shoe.
these, sell them, buy that shoe.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I could buy them and just trade them.
Exactly. There you go. All right.
Trade my way.
But then to follow on Tuesday the 10th, we will see the Levi's by New Balance 327s. There's going to be 3 different colorways. 2 of them are in men's sizing. 1 is in women's sizing. So just keep in mind if you have a size, I think it's above 10.5 or 11. They don't really go past that. But There's going to be a gray denim, indigo denim. Those are both the men's sizing shoes. And then the women's sizing is going to be the light wash denim. These are decent. I don't know. I think 327s are kind of played out. They kind of created them somewhat as a GR, which I guess it was expected. I mean, they never really made them like a very limited shoe or anything. It was just there was a lot of demand when they first came out. But these still, I think, just for the fact that they're with Levi's, they might do some decent numbers. But retail right now, 130. To me, there's like hardly any sales on these, so it's kind of hard to say what resale right now is. But I think they'll sit around like 160, 170. What do you think, Luis?
It's a pretty good observation. Yeah, like you said, they are 327s are getting played out. And then we gotta look at who the collab is with. You know, Levi's isn't like some big fashion house. They're not like a Balenciaga. They're not a Off-White.
True, but there's still some demand.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't have the same
New Balance. Of course, because I mean,
these other streetwear companies.
100%. I mean, the last New Balance Levi's, I think they're sitting around like 260, 70. They were retailed at 200, but there's some profit. So it's not like the worst thing in the world. I mean,
if you live in a tax state, you're pretty much done.
Go.
You're done for.
Yeah. All right. That's a good way to put it. If you pay taxes, don't go for it for resale at least.
Sales tax.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I hope people are paying their taxes. I mean, that's a bad situation if you're not paying your taxes.
Exactly.
But what else do we have coming out on Tuesday, Luis?
Oh, this is the one everybody's been waiting for, like for the past couple weeks. The Xbox Series S and the X. The S is going to retail at $299. Resale currently 400 plus. You heard it right, 400 plus. Then we also have the X, which is going to retail at $499 and reselling for 600 plus. Excuse me, my bad. But yeah, everybody's going to want these because the holidays are coming up. So have your girlfriends, your moms, your sisters, and everybody follow us because we know they're all going to buy them for their special man, their husband, their boyfriend, or their partner.
So. No, there's a lot of girl gamers. You can't leave them out.
No, but I'm saying like for their special.
But it could be at the end. It could be the man is buying it for the woman.
Oh yeah, or the man for the woman. Yeah, no, I was gonna follow up with that, Jamal. Thank you though for beating me to it.
Sorry, I was too quick to the punch, I guess.
Yeah, you were definitely too quick. But so definitely keep an eye out for these. Make sure you hit like, follow, subscribe on our social medias and on Twitter, enable notifications because we will be tweeting out the links. And if you follow us and you click on it and everything, you will be getting the link. So better to be on time than to miss on everything. But that's pretty much it for Tuesday. But on Wednesday, 11/11, pretty big day in China, actually, 11/11. It's a Singles Day. So where, let's say that you want to pursue somebody, you buy them a gift and you just gift it to them to show interest. So I don't know if Jamal, you're going to participate in 11/11. Or is that something you're going to do or are you just going to let it go by?
I think this year it might just be going by. There's not that person I'm trying to buy a gift for yet.
Hey man, it is what it is, man. But hey, It doesn't stop there. So Air Jordan, the women's Air Jordan 6 Singles Day are coming out on 11/11. Current retail is $210. Current resale is $250 for sizes 9.5 and up. But surprisingly, sizes 5 through 9 are going for $300. So make sure you guys go for these if you have a special other and you want to give them these shoes.
Yeah, here's the
show their interest in them.
It's the perfect gift for Singles Day.
Yeah, and hey, the fun doesn't stop there. We also have the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the fade colorway. Retail $220, current resale $360. But as we know, the 350s have started to lose value. So make sure you prepare.
But these are going to be limited. These are going to be only for Asia Pacific.
Oh well. Make sure you have your reshippers ready because we know we are and we know we're going to get these. So get ready for that. And hey, Wednesday is not over. Singles Day is not over. We also have the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Atmos. Current retail $110. Resale $450 to $500. I know for a fact Jamal's going to get these. Like he's been talking to me about these for like the past 2 weeks. He's like, hey, Luis, I'm getting the Atmos. I love the Atmos pack.
I appreciate the confidence that I'm actually going to get them.
Yeah, dude. Hey, drop time where it's at, bro. We get everything, bro.
All right. Expect the resale numbers at like 500. I think honestly they might stay around there.
Yeah, they are because it is a SB Dunk Low and it's a Atmos, and everybody knows that Atmos packs they do good.
Yes, very.
So and especially this elephant like pattern, it's pretty well known to do good whenever it goes on a shoe. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. And that's pretty much it for 11/11. So that's Singles Day. Sounds like a pretty good day to me. So, and on Thursday 11/12, November 12th, we have Supreme Week 12. Everybody knows Thursdays are Supreme Thursdays, so we don't really know what's coming out for Supreme Week 12 as of this recording, but we will keep updating what's going on. So make sure to have notifications enabled to know what is going on for Supreme Week 12.
But it might be just bricks again. I don't know.
Yeah, it might just be bricks. But hey, as long the good thing is that you follow us and you know what's going to be a brick.
No,
you know?
it's still there's always good personals.
Yeah, they're all good personals. Yeah, always just those Supreme hats to work wonders. But yeah, so we also have the Nike Air Max 1 in the strawberry lemonade colorway. Current retail 140, resale is 160 to 190. It's pretty cool shoe. I know Jamal said he's not gonna get these. No, I'm not gonna get them either.
I don't know. I can't mess with these. It's just it's too much. I'll drink the lemonade rather than wear the lemonade.
Man, speaking about lemonade, it's really hot right now, man. Where I'm at, I really want a lemonade. I'm probably gonna go make one after we finish recording this.
Just make sure it's strawberry lemonade then.
Hey, you know the vibe, bro. So what else is coming out on Thursday, Jamal? Anything crazy? Anything wild? Anything else gaming related? You know?
There's definitely something gaming related, but let's go into first the Air Jordan 5 What The. So this is gonna be the U.S. release. We talked a bit about what? I don't know. What? I don't know. But like we talked about already, 220 retail. I don't expect much. The resale is sitting about, I would say, average 250. It might stay there, honestly, if it's just that limited. From what I'm seeing, they're not that limited. There's a decent amount of raffles, so it might make them hard to get, but I don't know. I don't see too much in them. So the biggest thing, though, on Thursday the 12th, we will finally see the much anticipated PlayStation 5 official release. So we got the digital version. The retail is $399. Resale is sitting 500 plus right now. I'm honestly surprised that the resale would be way higher than what it is right now. But then there's also the drive version. It has the Blu-ray drive discs. That retail is $499 right now, sitting about 600 plus. I've seen them as much as like $700-800. I don't know. I was expecting. I'm not sure about you, Luis. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to this. I was expecting resale. Honestly, I was expecting like initial resale to sit around like $900, $1,000, but. I don't know, unless it's just the StockX effect and they're killing resale, because I've seen some sell on StockX for like $600-700. I'm beyond surprised.
StockX has definitely killed resale, not just for this but for everything. And now they also have Pokemon cards.
Yeah, that's true.
It's getting ridiculous. It first started off when they started adding in the beginning it was just shoes, and then started adding accessories and Supreme, and then Kith, and just streetwear, and then they started adding like AirPods, and
like they're just trying to beat eBay, I think, at this point.
Yeah, at this point. But the thing is, eBay noticed like what's going on, that they're going into their market. True. So eBay has responded by them launching their own like they had a promotion where you sell like a sneaker. Yeah, no, but I'm talking about before the authentication. Like they ran like a promotion. Yeah, 0 fees on sneakers. Yeah. So eBay is definitely taking the cut out of StockX's pie, and now eBay has once again just shocked everybody by throwing out this new feature, their own in-house authentication. So let's see what's gonna happen, because right now like the big players are StockX and Go, and then we all know that Go is owned by Flight Club, and then Flight Club recently took out the Alias app. So there's a lot of competition, but eBay is a really big company and they have a lot of money and everything. So let's see what happens with eBay. Let's see how they adapt to the current streetwear hype culture and whatnot, the resale market.
I mean, I hope at some point, I don't know, I probably it'll never happen, but I hope at some point there's just some adjustment back to what resale used to be, where it used to not be everybody's undercutting and just selling for the cheapest price they can possibly get just to ensure that they get a sale. I mean, at the end of the day, kind of the market somewhat sets itself, but if all the sellers are just trying to undercut each other, it's not the buyer setting the market, it's the seller setting the market, and not in the good way. They're doing it in the wrong way.
Yeah, it's all those kids with their mom's credit card that's ruining everything for us.
I mean, honestly, I think a majority of it is because especially because I think they just look at StockX and it's so simple that you just list it, you get paid, you ship it out. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to take pictures of it and list it on eBay or anything like that. So they take the workout and they just try to get a quick flip. But the weirdest, yeah.
Let me confess something though. Like, so
Okay.
I was one of those. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cover this up. So when I started reselling,
Okay.
like in 2000, I think like 2017,
Yeah.
it was a black and red, the bread Yeezy.
Okay.
That's the first one I ever got, and I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. So I remember where I was working at the time. My friend's like, "Yeah, man," he's like, "If you got a Yeezy, just go on StockX and you can sell it immediately." So I remember I sold it for like $440.
Oh, did you get a small size or a big size?
Actually, let me go on StockX right now, and I can tell you
Interested
exactly.
because I was in the same situation. I got a pair of those, and I was about to sell them on StockX, and I'm like, nah, forget this. I'll hold them a bit, and I'll look to sell them somewhere else because I felt like that shoe was all black Yeezy. You can't go wrong with it.
Okay,
So I'm interested to see what size you got.
this is the black and red Yeezy I just found right now. This is the black and red one. Size 10 and a half. I sold it for $568.
Okay.
And I ended up getting payout after fees and everything, $483. So
I don't know what I don't know what the big size. I know I got a small size. I don't know. I can't remember what the big sizes were selling for at Flight Club back then, but small sizes were going for like $2K.
for that shoe?
Yeah, for that shoe. So I assume the big sizes were still going for like near $1,000, if I remember correctly. I can't fully remember, but they were going for like $800 to $1,000, maybe $1,200. Because small sizes were legit going for $2K. I thought it was like I thought it was a joke. I'm like, no way, this is a real number. Because on StockX they were going for like $600-700. They were going for hardly anything. So that's just like something to keep in mind if you guys haven't like. There's plenty of times where StockX is honestly way too cheap for what for its own good. Like there's no reason it should be this cheap. And if you go and look, like on Flight Club, for example, there's plenty of people buying at Flight Club. It's not like Flight Club doesn't move inventory. They move plenty. There's a reason that they're a big name. They move a lot of inventory. And there's times I personally know people that have bought on StockX and taken to Flight Club and made a profit.
Yeah.
So definitely keep an open mind and don't think StockX is the only option.
And not just Flight Club. There are plenty of resale stores around the country.
Oh, 100%. There's local consignment stores. They can also, like, I've had my local consignment store at times has gotten me higher prices than even Flight Club. So, I mean, it varies every single place. So, yeah, don't just take StockX and that's the only option you have. There's plenty of options.
But going back to what I was talking about, how I sold my first shoe on StockX, like I saw how much I sold it for, and then I learned more about the market. Like I wish this podcast would have existed back then. That way, I could have learned more about the community and more about reselling quicker than like how long it took me. You know, because
resell. It's an industry where it changes so often. You have to essentially learn stuff pretty quick.
You need to adapt. So I remember I got my second pair of shoes, and then I immediately went to Flight Club and then started dealing with Flight Club, and then just different like resale stores. And I made a connection with them and whatnot. That way, like when I took a bunch of shoes, they helped me out quicker. Like, you know, they accommodated me, you know. So definitely build on relationships. It's all about relationships. Because that's all I got.
It makes a big difference having a relationship. It can be like you said, it can be a simple thing as they actually took the time to help you. Because there's plenty of other times you might take a massive load of shoes and they don't actually want to help you and they just pass on them.
Yeah. What happened to me one time, I went to Flight Club and I took so many shoes. They're like, this time we're going to accept them, but next time you need to email us when you're going to bring this many. So
yeah, stuff like that where it makes it inconvenient for you because the relationship isn't there.
Yeah. So yeah, and then once I started going back, like they started recognizing me, and they were just helping me out quick, and I was in and out because they knew I was legit, and they knew I had a lot of stock. So it's pretty much it.
Things to keep in mind.
Yep, the life of a reseller.
Yes, but to go back to our release calendar for this upcoming week. So that was the last thing on Thursday that we will see drop. On Friday the 13th, we will see the Nike Dunk High in the platinum colorway. Retail on highs is 110. Resale right now is sitting 280 to 300. Honestly, I think this is a good colorway. I don't think it's the best. Just from what I know for Jordans, when they have done pure platinum colorways on Jordans, they're not the greatest thing in the world. I mean, people like, there's some demand, but it's not anything crazy. I think 280 to 300 is kind of, I think it's kind of average what you might see after the drop. Again, it's a dunk. It's going to be hard to get, but you might see them drop a bit below 280. But I mean, yeah, I think you're not going to see, maybe you have a different opinion, Luis, but I don't think you're going to see any like $400 or $500 pairs.
No, I don't think I'll see $400 or $500 pairs. I think, yeah, like you said, it's going to stay between like, it's going to drop a little once it releases, but it should stay around like 250 to 280. But right now, pre-release 280 to 300. So if you're gonna get them, make sure you wait until they release if you're gonna pay resale. And if you don't want to pay resale, make sure you hit notifications on everything. That way you pay retail because you click on the links that we put out.
There you go.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for what Jamal gonna cover for Friday. But Friday's not over yet. We got the Sacai Nike VaporWaffle in the fuchsia and the black and white colorways. So retail for both those shoes is 180. Resale for the fuchsia colorway is 473 to 540, and for the black and white colorways is 480 to 540. So definite profit on those shoes. So you should go for them. This is going to be the US release, North America, if I'm correct, Jamal.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Europe was before last week, so yeah, this is US this week.
Yes. So definitely go for these. You will make some good money on these. So especially these troubled times right now, and who wouldn't like some $200 something profit, get an early start on the Christmas shopping.
It might pay for the PS5 or the Xbox that you're trying to get somebody.
Exactly.
There you go. But then to finish off the week on the 14th, we will see the Air Jordan 1 High OG in the Navy Co JP colorway. So this is going to be for the US release. Like we saw last week, it was Europe, but now we'll see the US release. Retail on them 170. Resale right now is in 250 to 300. Honestly, I won't be surprised if resale kind of stays there. From what I've noticed, when there's actually a good Air Jordan 1 colorway, when they split up the release, kind of the resale is kind of set after Europe. So Europe will drop, resale will drop a bit, but it's kind of set just because they end up being very hard to get in the US. So the demand is high enough that resale kind of just stays where it's at. So I won't be surprised if you see resale stay at $250, $300. And I think this is a great color that it's probably going to go up over the next few months.
Yep. We should definitely stay around there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the week. So we're ending off pretty strongly. But that's not all for the podcast. I don't know if you guys know. Well, I think we spoke about this earlier in the podcast. Vans recently bought Supreme.
Well, the parent company of Vans.
Okay.
I think it's the parent company. Let me see it's VF Corp. VF Corp. Yeah, the parent. Corp. They have Vans, North Face, and a few other brands.
So we already seen Supreme do collabs with these brands. So I guess they must have seen that those collabs sold especially well compared to other releases where like the North Face or just Vans does something on their own. So they might have been like, yeah, let's just pick up Supreme.
Just combine everybody together.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people in the community are saying that Supreme is going to be the next, like, what's that one brand? It's still high.
I don't know.
Man, I just gotta, my brain is blank.
It's all good.
Fog. Fear of God.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying that Supreme is going to become the next Fear of God. It's like the Essentials brand. It's like in Zoomies and these other stores.
That's very possible. I mean, the biggest thing to me is the fact that they sold their ownership. So from what it was for who's the company that invested in them? I can't think of the name. Carlyle Group. So Carlyle Group made an investment. I forget if it was 51% or 49%. This now is that they are buying the ownership, so essentially the remaining. I don't know if the original founder has any control anymore. He might still probably own like a small portion, but pretty much it's in the hands of the investment companies. It's not in the hands of the actual founders anymore.
So let's see what's gonna happen, because Supreme is pretty well known for like their box logos and whatnot. So let's see if we see any crazy box logo collabs. Maybe like the North Face box logo with Supreme. I don't know.
I think they'll pump out more box logos, but like we saw for the what was the last box logo we saw? It was the can't think of what the last box logo was. Which one do you know?
I don't know, but
I can't
but
think
I
of it.
do.
But the
There
last
were a
one
bunch of
was
them.
there was stock for days. I mean,
Yeah,
like we can see by just looking at the price of box logos. Just look at an old box logo, just not even from a long time ago. Just look at a box logo pre Carlyle Group investment, and then look at a box logo price after the investment, and there's a massive difference. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's an investment. These companies are investing in something to try to make money. There's only two ways to make money. You either sell more product or you increase your price. I don't think they're going to be increasing the price of Supreme. They probably could easily do that because the demand is so high. But I think their solution is just sell more product. And like Luis was saying, that people are thinking it's going to be like fog, where the only option is to end up going into outside retail because, as we all know, Supreme is only in Supreme. In the last recent years, they are also sold in Dover Street, but then you might end up seeing them in other stores.
yeah. Let's be on the lookout what's gonna happen in Supreme. But if you're gonna know what's gonna happen, then well, we'll know before you know. So if you follow us, you know.
And
And
we'll
if
let
we
you
know,
know.
you know. Then if you don't know, then now you know.
There you go.
That's pretty much it for this week. So
Yeah, it's a pretty busy week. Finally, we're back on track to actually seeing a good amount of releases. As we recapped in the last week, there was hardly anything to even go for. But finally, we're back on track. To me, biggest thing is gonna be those Xboxes and the PS5s, and then also the Navy Co Japan Jordan 1s. Those are the main hits for me in this week. Of course, the dunks, obviously, but to me, those are the main hits. But make sure that you follow us, you like us, you want to tag us with any cops that you get because we want to see that success. We want to make sure that what we're doing is actually benefiting you guys, so we can keep doing what we're doing. But the only way we know that is if you actually post success, which we hardly see anymore. But hopefully, with these PS5s and Xboxes, we see a lot of success. Those should be. I want to see every single follower cop one. Honestly, I want to see every single follower be able to at least get one for the ones that actually want them. But make sure that you follow us. You turn post notification on. That's honestly the most important thing in the world to do is turn post notifications on so you don't miss out on the craziness we have coming up this week. So make sure you do all of that, and you will find your success.
yeah, thank you for listening to the Drop Time, the self-proclaimed #1 podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases. On behalf of the Drop Time team, we wish you good luck, good health, and good vibes all around. Peace.